If you weren't anything like me, you're just thinking, was that a weekend? I think that was a weekend. Pretty sure that was a weekend. Where the hell did Monday come from? You got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Thanks for hanging out. It is, and yes, I'm late. I know. Just before Brendan gets here, I'll just say that preemptively. I'm late. I know. So anyway, it was interesting to me because I got a call, not a call. I got a text message from Rhonda, and Rhonda took a picture of a bottle of whiskey, I believe it was whiskey or bourbon, that her and Dan bought and try the non-alcoholic stuff like I've been talking about. And basically, she said it was terrible. I'm like, oh no, come on, really? Is it terrible? I really didn't have very high hopes for the whiskey and bourbon, but I'm going to try it. But I didn't try it on our little excursion we took out to Total Wine over the weekend. What's up, Lynn? And but I found this non-alcoholic section in Total Wine. Who the hell knew? Okay, didn't even know it was there. Sure, Schnitzel, if it was a damn snake, it would have bit me. It was just the next aisle over from where I always was. So there we go, a whole damn NA section. And so Rhonda saved me $30 on that because I was going to buy a bottle of the non-alcoholic whiskey. I'm like, I'll just try this bitters thing that Slavo keeps talking about. So yeah, there we are. So save me $30. I still am going to try the tequila. Danny Trejo, you guys know who that is, right? Danny Trejo, the actor. Actor. Like if there's a Hispanic villain character, he plays it. I think he was Machete. If you remember that horrible B movie, it was actually amazing. But I like terrible movies. But Danny Trejo's on. He's got his own beer, and apparently he has a non-alcoholic tequila. So I'm down with trying that. Why not? Hell, I'll give anything a try. What I found was, and I found that I'm excited to go to my hunt because I'm not going to be sitting there. Oh yeah, I brought more hop tea, or I brought more pure leaf tea that we're going to be drinking around the campfire. Like, I want to have a nice tequila around the campfire, but I don't want to drink, right? So around at deer camp, I want to have a nice beer. Relabeled gasoline. Which part is relabeled gasoline? Is it non-alcoholic stuff or just tequila in general, Michael? Where are you going with that? So yeah, let me know relabeled gasoline. I remember what was the damn movie with Val Kilmer? Oh, what is it? Oh my gosh, it was like Hot Shots, but it was guys, help me, please. Oh, NA tequila is like gasoline. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. What is that movie called with Val Kilmer, the comedy? Oh my goodness sakes. Anyway, they had the big giant French black guy was named Chocolat Mousse. And they said, man, what are you drinking? He's like, gasoline. And I'm like, yeah, I guess you can drink it. That's the same as tequila. But yeah, it's got a little burn to it, I guess. All right, I'm going to give it a try. Because again, going to camp, I want to have this. But then I talked to the guy I'm going to be in camp with, who just happens to be an attorney, a solid career as an attorney. So I guess that's a successful attorney. I don't want to like paint the image of, private jets and whatnot. But I mean, he down to earth dude, successful attorney, had a successful career as an attorney. And I asked him, Tequila Jim, who was just not drinking, just like I'm not drinking. I was like, can you? Because when I got to Total Wine, I was like, I'm going to do my truck talks now. I'm going to do beer reviews, non-alcoholic beer reviews. I'm going to do them in the truck. Because I'm drinking non-alcoholic. I kind of thought that would be funny, kind of something to catch some attention to some people who might want to follow along and hang out with us and do what we do every single day at noon. I thought that's what would happen. And I could do that. But I said, hey, can I? And then you have to say in this group of people, which is Slavo and Tequila Jim, you need to be specific here and say real talk. You start it that way. It's like starting an AI prompt. You got to tell it what it is. Okay, you are a cartoonist making a cartoon of this or whatever. You need to tell the AI what it is. So I need to tell Jim, real talk now. Can you drink non-alcoholic beer while driving? That is a real question. That is a legitimate topic to talk about. No, YouTube. I am not condoning people drinking and driving. I'm talking about non-alcoholic things. Can I drink that? He said, technically, There is no such thing as a 100% non-alcoholic spirit of beer. He said, you'll look at the cans, it says less than 0.5% when it talks about the ABV, the alcohol by volume. Less than half of 1%. That's what it will say. So technically there is or may be a drop or two of alcohol in this beer. You can get rung up for that. And it's funny because it's not like this is the first time I bought non-alcoholic beers. And like I said, I want to load up a Canyon cooler full of this great stuff for deer camp. And I think this is going to be enjoyable. And it's going to be the same thing, but we're going to sleep better and, you know, probably hunt better. I'd guarantee that. I won't guarantee that. Let's not set the bar there. But I want to have that on my hunt. But I was thinking, I always laughed at the people at the grocery store because if I buy like a Sierra Nevada Trail Pass, which is a non-alcoholic beer, or an Athletic IPA, or their Mexican beer is fantastic. Their Mexican lager is really good. I have to give ID. And I always laughed. I'm like, why are you carding me for non-alcoholic beer? I mean, I'm 50 years old. It's not like I'm worried that somebody's carding me. Like I'm trying to get away with something. That's not the case. So I get carded for non-alcoholic beers. That's why. Now I know. Tequila Jim out there with his fun gun, shooting all the fun out of this guy. I thought I'd just be rolling down the highway, drinking my NAs like, ha, dream come true. But it's because I was getting carded, and you can technically, and it would be a total BS move by a cop. It would. If any of you have law enforcement background or you are law enforcement, I mean, come on, you admit that. That would be a BS move. Trying to drop someone for a DUI or an open container with an NA beer. I mean, come on. That dude's suffering enough in the car. Just why? Why? Write him a speeding ticket and move on. Jeez. But yeah, so but that's why I'm carded, because it will have a trace of alcohol in there. And I'm like, okay. This is what I would equate it to, is pouring a real beer in a pint glass, drinking the real beer, and then pouring an NA into that glass. That's how much alcohol is in there. Right? That's probably about that. I would say that's probably about the same. PBR, Lynn's a PBR guy. All right, Pabst Blue Ribbon. Okay, damn. Yeah, and it's funny. I thought that Zach Brown band brought that back. I thought at one point that. Oh crap, what was that? I'm having the worst time thinking of names of things today. This is awful. This is what happens when you have two brain surgeries, y'all. What was it? Thinking of? It was the Rolling Rock. I thought Rolling Rock was craft beer. For the love of God, I thought it was craft beer. I really did. Yeah, and then Fat Tire, I thought for sure this is craft beer. And then I got into actual craft beer, and I'm like, oh, man, all that stuff sucked. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. Top Secret was the name of the Val Kilmer movie that I was trying to think of. Holy mackerel. Top Secret. Fantastic movie. Don't sleep on Top Secret. It's a Blazing Saddles, Spaceballs, loaded weapon, hot shots kind of vibe. Speaking of hot shots, I was watching the Queen Bee and I started watching the Charlie Sheen documentary. Got through almost the first of the 2 episodes because they're an hour and a half apiece. Pretty damn solid. Pretty solid. It is a good documentary, and the guy's just likable. He's like, dude, you know, my parents were nudists when I was a child. My dad was in rehab after Apocalypse Now. He's like, what do you expect? How'd you expect me to turn out? I grew up in Malibu. Like, what? Did you expect me to turn out all the straight and narrow? Yeah, it's fantastic. It's funny. Like they said that his dad, Martin Sheen, and his brother, Emilio Estevez, whatever you want to pronounce it. He said that they declined to be a part of this documentary, and he goes, do you blame him? I don't blame him. So he's very real in it. So anyway, check it out. I am enjoying it. I'm definitely enjoying it. Let's get to this this stuff that we need to talk about. I like to make fun of Ivy League schools and people, for the love of goodness sakes. And I wouldn't put Notre Dame into Ivy League by any stretch of the imagination, but the people that went there and go there think they're Ivy League, and they'll let you know it for sure. So every time I see Notre Dame on TV playing football, I'm like, nope, whoever they're playing, I don't care. That's why I'm pulling for this. Yeah. Oh, dude, and I actually won money on that fight this weekend, the Canelo fight. I actually won money on that. How about that? We were talking on Friday about this influencer that got busted, but I'm going to get to there in a moment. But I want to make fun of this Ivy League school, Cornell. Cornell University caught the attention of some of their peers over the weekend by something that they tried to pull off in their communal dorm kitchen. Like all the dorms have like as communal kitchens, big kitchen. Some of them have really nice. I'm sure the Ivy League schools have very nice communal kitchen. A police report was filed for what they were doing. Yes. And authorities were called to investigate, according to a university spokesperson. The students received no charges because they had done nothing wrong, but because of the pearl clutchers of the world, what they're doing. There's two parts to this, so hang tight. What were they doing in their communal kitchen? Well, they had just gone hunting, and they had taken down a brown bear. I'm sorry, a black bear. Remember, if it's brown lay down, if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, say goodnight. Yeah. Anyway, a black bear, they were cleaning. They're basically skinning it in the kitchen. Why wouldn't you? You got hoses. You can spray things down. It's very clean. You can make it clean again. I think it's a fantastic idea. They're processing their bear in the communal kitchen. So police report was filed because the pearl clutchers were upset about this, and a game warden was called in to investigate. They received no charges because they had hunted the bear legally and did not break one school rule. Here's the deal. This is why this is interesting to me. Is because obviously, we laugh at the people that are so dang sensitive that they can't handle somebody coming along and actually processing their harvest. They would much rather me show up with a cooler full of meat from Name the Animal, and no one would even care. They'd be like, "Oh, great! Are you cooking that? I would love to have some." But if I'm actually showing them where said meat comes from and processing it on the spot, we can't have that. So obviously, that's what that's what I like to make fun of, and that's what I am making. But when we get to this is absolutely hilarious to me. Is that one of the reasons why everybody freaked out about it? I'm not kidding. I'm reading this. I'm going to put my glasses on just to screw this. Bears have a symbolic status at the Ivy League school of Cornell, which could explain why the incident spread so quickly around campus. Cornell's unofficial mascot is a big red bear named Touchdown, and a growling Bruin is at the center of the school's athletic logos. This history dates back to 1915 when the university first started using a live black bear as a football mascot. That's okay, apparently. Hunting one legally and participating in the North American model of wildlife conservation apparently isn't. Cornell continued this tradition on and off for a couple of decades and brought in a few different animals as replacements. Just bring in animals, that's fine, but processing them and eating them is not okay. There are apparently several incidents with the bears, including at least one escapee and a kidnapping attempt by those crazy guys over there in Avid. God, Ivy League schools are weird. Just weird. Yeah. Jeez. How about it, though? Yeah, what are you going to do? All right, let's get this because I'm going to bring up this point for a couple of days here because this is important to talk about. When we're talking about poaching by an influencer last week, and then we just ran out of time, which we're about to run out of time again, but I want to get to this. Poaching is the ugliest thing we can do in our outdoor world. Poaching is just it. It's just ugly. It's just we have so many people working so hard to maintain healthy populations of all of these species of animal, whether they're hunted or not. And you go and you want to get drunk and have a good time and start knocking down a bunch of deer that do that illegally. You're just an idiot. And by the way, killing deer just for the sake of killing, you're an idiot. Period. You were just an idiot. How about this stat that just absolutely floored me? Only about 4% of wildlife poaching incidences are actually detected. According to a new study, it's costing Americans billions of dollars each year. Only 4% of wildlife poaching incidences are caught or reported. The Boone and Crockett Club, now you know why my dog's name is Boone, this week unveiled, it could have been Crockett. Crockett would have been rad, but then everybody from my generation would have been, where's Tubbs? every time. I said his name's Crockett. Yeah, so Boone we went. I have another one to be Crockett. This is Boone and Crockett. It makes sense. This was a 5-year study into the scale, motivations for, and various costs of wildlife poaching in America. The upshot? Boone and Crockett pegged the conservation cost of illegal wildlife killing in the United States at $1.4 billion annually. How wild is this? The study, part of the club's Poach and Pay project, indicates that more than 95% of wildlife crimes go unreported and unprosecuted. Those relatively few poachers who do face justice often walk with minor fines and other penalties. This is exactly what I'm screaming for years, guys. Thank you, Boone and Crockett, for doing this. That inconsequential punishment provides little deterrent for either serial or opportunistic poachers. The average restitution cost of a white-tailed deer, according to research, is $2,171. The restitution cost of a trophy elk can be as high as $30,000. And as we've said time and time again on this program, and they have to take a hunter safety course. Wait, what, Stephanie? The wrong show. Wrong show, Stephanie. It's okay. It's all good. You can hit me up offline if you want to. It's no big deal at all. Yeah. Actually, are never the answer. Okay, Stephanie, I appreciate that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're not going to talk about Charlie Kirk on this show. This is just it. No. Yeah, I knew you were going to go with the Miami voice. Yeah, Boone Hound. That's right. He is a Boone Hound. You only knew. This dog, I swear, Gilbert. This dog, Gilbert, it's a little something poo or a little poodle. That's what it is. This thing is it's the size of a football. Bright white, cute as hell, right? Loves Boone's butt. And I'm not talking about just sniffing. He doesn't sniff Boone's butt. He goes full face into Boone's butt and just will not take it out of there. Just will follow him around. I will try to post a video of this if I can. It's just, and I don't see Boone complaining. Let's be real. Boone seem all right with it. Yeah. Stephanie, I love having conversations and stuff like that. Once we kick the Ion, the End of the News program back up, we'd love to have you. Love to share that stuff. We'd love to jump in with you. Okay. Would love to. Appreciate you. Really, really do. I know you saw me and you're like, oh, it's the political stuff. This is kind of the outdoor show where we talk about hiking, hunting, fishing, biking, camping, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Conservation mostly. Good gravy. The intro song from the Miami Vice is still oh yeah, it is. Oh, I can hear it right now. I can't. Oh hell yeah, they have that big old boats out there. Oh, that y'all remember Chips, dude? I thought dun 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 dun. Oh, I love Chips. Ponch and John. Oh come on, too much fun. Poncharello, I think his name was on the Ponch and John. Then the Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, I kind of sing the Dukes of Hazzard theme every time I see Ozzy and Boone just doing their thing out on the park, just off leash. It's kind of funny. A white Ferrari, dude. Every Ferrari. Do you know? I think is it a Bugatti? It might be a Bugatti. I want to say it's a Bugatti, but I think it's the Miami Police Department. I think it is a Bugatti, or it's no, it's a Bentley. It's a Bentley. They confiscated a Bentley from a drug deal, and you'll understand that if you have a trunk full of cocaine. They take the car too. The car is theirs. It's called asset forfeiture. Very close, beloved friend of mine. That's what he deals in. His conversation with Rob Hunter is fantastic. Let me tell you, but 14th Amendment, all that. Oh yeah, search and seizure, and oh, good Lord, have mercy. But anyway, but the Miami Police Department confiscated a Bentley and they turned it into a cop car. I ain't gonna lie, I do. I don't care what side of that asset forfeiture you're on. That's next level trolling. That is next level trolling. And how about the cop that got to roll that around as a squad car, right? Yeah. Just a good old dogs. Oh man, not knowing where they are. God, they're just a couple of knuckleheads, I swear. But anyway, where were we going on this? Oh yeah, $1.4 billion a year is the conservation cost of poaching. Because what we're finding out now, thanks to Boone and Crockett, only 95% of poaching cases are going reported or prosecuted. The hell, man? The hell? Look, we raise a lot of money. I will say this. We had commissioner's tags for elk society, mule deer, big sheep, all that stuff, going for hundreds of thousands of dollars for conservation on the ground. I propose, if we're going to make changes to commission tags, and I can talk to a commissioner directly, thank you, two of them, including the chairwoman. I can talk to them. If we're going to make changes, how about make this change? If 50% goes to the actual, the critter group, the like elk society or sheep or whatever it is, for on-the-ground conservation. The other half goes to hiring more unit managers, more game cops. Let's fix this. The Game and Fish Department, your Arizona Game and Fish Department, should not have to. How do I put this here? Your Arizona Game and Fish Department should not have to place into their calculus, place into their science, into their numbers, into their population numbers, into their tag allocations. They should not have to factor in, for healthy populations, 95% of poaching cases going unreported and unprosecuted. But they have to. They have to say, we know that this many elk this year are going to be poached. So we can only allocate this many tags. And we have to, go in accordance to all the other species that are peripheral, that move peripheral from that. Move in a periphery? I don't even have my coffee with me. I just jumped in here late, so that's what it is. Yeah. There's a debt in either Florida or Georgia that did. Oh, they did with. Oh, really? A department did a Nissan GTR? Yeah, hell yeah. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Yeah. Fine. I got to find out where they're having these sales, though, man. And I know I know two people that could probably point me in the right direction, but I always forget to ask. And I forget to have money. Yeah. I figured, oh yeah, you guys confiscated a Bentley? I want one. No, I don't have $170,000, but that's half of what it's worth. I know. I don't have 170 grand to put on a car right now. Just things are a little tight. Everybody's cutting, clipping coupons. Just, maybe I can afford the Bentley next year. All right, let's get out of here. A little bit more on this. I want to dig in on this a little bit too. So, and we'll talk about influencing and poaching. Let's keep going on this if you guys don't mind. We can have a ton of 80s and 90s sitcom and TV references. I'm all about that. Yes. City of Mesa had a 68 Shelby GT5. No way. Oh, and did they turn it into a cop car, or is it just something that they've confiscated? Interesting. If you guys are heading north on I-17 and making the transition to I-10 West, okay, think about that. Just come along with me. You guys are going 17 north, and you are making the transition to I-10 West. As you're making that big bend, the big sky bend there, look down into your to your left. You will see all the confiscated cars and cars that have been wrecked and it's just a giant lot full of cars. I never knew it was there until it was pointed out. Yeah. Oh, that is so rad. Oh, I love that. Trying my best to get Frank Slope on. I really want to get him on because Fridays with Frank is just amazing. So we'd love to have Frank on. And so I'm reaching out to him, and if we can get Frank on, I have so many traffic questions where we're going to do like an hour-long show at minimum. And by the way, his because he just loves being a traffic cop. That's what he should probably be damn near like the boss of bosses right now, but he just loves being a traffic cop. That's what he does. And so his car, I think, is a Dodge Charger. Pretty sure it is. He's going to get mad at me if I'm wrong with that one. But on the back, it has the sticker. It says, "Please be patient, student driver." Damn, I love that man. Good dude. Big outdoorsman is why I want to have him on. He's big outdoorsman. I believe he is still dating a woman that is kind of a yogi, but kind of like, hey, I kind of like this conservation thing that you got going on here with hunting and stuff like that. So it'd be a great conversation, much like me and Queen Bee. So I think we're going to try to get Frank on. I shall send him a text shortly. All right. Hey, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a little bit late. Hopefully we win a little bit over time to make up for that. I can't see the clock. It says 12:30 something. Let me look at this one. 33. We're fine. All right, you guys are great. We'll do this again tomorrow right here on the Go Show. Celebrating all things outdoors, this beautiful outdoor playground of state, nation, and world that we live in. Hasta mañana.